What is up, guys? We're back with another episode. 177 validators, 16 billion plus FLR staked. For those of you who do not know how to stake it, there's a really great tutorial that I'm going to be sharing in a moment. 7,000 plus delegators. This is what Flare Network stands for. If you want to see where Flare validation stands from geography, stake, uptime, to how to choose a validator and compare, there's the dashboard to bookmark. Look at this. Everything is involved. Everything you can see over here, basically. You can compare reward, delegation, staking, provider capacity, flare amount, whatever you would like to know, it is present over here in this dashboard. All over the globe, guys, flare will be huge. Meanwhile, look at this implementation, what is staking, fire, and MEV for flare holders. FIP.16 in plain terms, guys. FIP.16 strengthens FLR's correlation to network activity. With this improvement, a few things will change at once. Inflation dropped from 5% to 3%. Number one, inflation is something that people oftentimes have complained. The investors of Flare Network have complained. And if you drop the inflation somewhere down the line, Flare has the potential to become deflationary. And when a project's demand increasing and simultaneously it becomes deflationary, I think that is a recipe for success. With maximum inflation capped 3 billion FLR, the goal is to create less new FLR over time. So this is awesome. This will create great value in the ecosystem. The FDC fees are going up because the Flare data connector serves a wider audience than Flare alone. Those fees reward the people who keep the network running, such as the stakers, the delegators, and data providers. This is awesome. Meanwhile, FIRE, the Flare income reinvestment entity, is now constituted. It takes fees that accrue across protocols such as F assets today, the FDC Flare Data Connector, and FCC next. It puts them back to work strengthening the ecosystem. Number four, guys, the float power calculation shifts toward staking, initially set at 5x relative to C-chain power. Nevertheless, talking about staking, we're going to be looking at what staking is, the tutorial. First, look at King Curran's prediction over here, guys. The next flare pump is about to melt faces. Look at this, guys, from 0.00656 all the way to 6 cents and more, 6.5 cents. This is a 10 cents, 10x from this point. I mean, these are really great gains. If you look at the traditional investment vehicles, 10x is a huge amount, guys. If a project goes 10x, conventionally speaking, it is huge. If Flare does that, it will change a lot of lives. I mean, and for some who have basically invested more, it is like life-changing money. For those who have invested less, they can get a substantial amount of money to reinvest or to start a small business, you name it. So depending on your own investment, guys, if this happens, by the way, you have to do your own due diligence, you have to do your own research and invest only what you can afford to lose. Now, talking about staking, guys, Flare Network is not only about the upside potential increase in price, it is about staking as well, passive income as well, and extra sources of rewards as well. This is what differentiates Flare Network from the rest of the crowd. So look at this. This is from official Flare. For those looking to stake, here's the tutorial. Let's check this out. This latest, by the way.
Today, we're going to learn how to stake to Flare validators. Before starting, first ensure your Ledger device is plugged in and that you have the Flare app installed and open on your Ledger. To begin staking, navigate to portal.flare.network and select the Staking tab. Click Connect to Wallet in the top right corner of the web page. When prompted by the browser to connect to an HID device, select the Connect button. Next to Available Funds, select the Deposit option. When directed, enter the amount of FLR to deposit for staking, and then confirm. When prompted, approve the transaction on your wallet. This will withdraw the funds from your main account. Then wait for the transaction to confirm. Once confirmed, you will be prompted again to approve a transaction. This time, it will deposit your funds into your staking account. Wait for confirmation. Once the transaction is confirmed, enter the number of FLR you wish to stake. Note that the minimum stake is 50,000 FLR. Now press the drop-down menu under Validator node and select the validator of choice with whom you'll stake your FLR. Now designate the stake until time. Note that the minimum staking time is 14 days. Select the date and time, then press stake. When prompted, confirm the transaction on your ledger device and wait for confirmation. Congratulations on successfully staking your FLR tokens.
Awesome, guys. This is great. Have you staked your FLR yet? And by the way, someone has asked Neo Senpai, can you stake WFLR as well? Unstaking time should be less than 7 days or instant. Nevertheless, look at this. Everyone is building with Flare Network's confidential compute. We are using it to rethink the wallet itself, guys. Here's a quick look at some of the projects being built for Flare Summer Signal. There is keyless by keyless accounts. Let's look at the X handle over here. Only 59 followers at this point, but this is the policy controlled XRP accounts where signing keys stay inside confidential compute. Encrypted finance, a private DeFi execution layer using confidential compute, encrypted instructions, and shared execution wallets to reduce exposure of user activity on chain. Then we've got Flight Guard, parametric flight insurance using FDC. Okay, then we've got Torch, XRP margined perpetuals with a T-controlled executor. Awesome. A lot of building happening over here. Lotus Star, fixed term lending using fxrp as collateral and USDT zero liquidity. This is great. A good snapshot of how builders are exploring confidential compute, guys. Plus XRP-Fi, etc. This is really great. What Flare Network is doing is awesome. Okay. Look at this. From yield machines to protected markets, DeFi built the engine before it built the brakes. DeFi followed the same sequence. First came the machinery for creating and routing yield, AMMs, lending markets, vaults, bridges, leverage loops, and increasingly complex strategies. And now we're seeing DeFi evolve, guys. The DeFi is evolving, and we're seeing different avenues turning passive capital into protection capacity. Many early DeFi cover systems faced an awkward economic problem. They asked high-yielding reflexive crypto capital to leave attractive opportunities and underwrite risks inside the same ecosystem. Projects like Flare and its ecosystem want to basically mitigate these risks. So this is what it is all about, guys. Meanwhile, this is the final phase and FAR updates, the FIP.16.
We also have a list of questions that we're going to go through. Okay, going back now. Look, I think there is another important thing to clarify in relation to FIP16 and the different stages and what is being shown displayed already on the data. I remember a couple of days ago when we launched this dashboard, it seemed kind of small, but then I think we clarified, I don't know if we made this public, that we were still not counting Flare Smart accounts. I don't know if that has changed and the dashboard are updated, but the bottom line is what should users be aware of right now in terms of collection of fees for Fire?
Yeah, so collection of fees for Fire comes from multiple dimensions. The first few things were the tag reservations for F assets. So this is the F assets version 1.3, where you can mint things in a bit nicer way, when you can mint directly to tag, where we removed the necessity to use a specific lot size when you only had to mint 100 or 110. Now you can mint whatever. We also allow you to redeem a bit more. And this upgrade of F assets also brought a different way of accounting for fees. So the first thing is minting fees from F assets go directly into Fire but only if they go through this so-called direct minting. The rest of the mintings still go through agents, and the agents get those fees. Um, and why is this important for smart accounts? Well, the smart accounts we currently run, specifically for Zaman and the Flare Smart Accounts webpage and the integration with Decent, they still use the old agent based system. But don't worry, we're upgrading this one and we're going to be releasing the update very soon to move all these fees directly to all the holders. So that's the first thing. Flare, the F asset minting fees. The second thing is the tag reservation. So when you mint in F assets, you can reserve a tag, and from there on, every time you send XRP to this tag, you get fxrp to your address or to whatever address you've designated when registering or when transferring a tag. Why is that important? Well, it allows people to mint much easier, and it also gives.
Guys, the Flare ecosystem keeps on growing, keeps on expanding, and with that, the XRP structure increases as well, guys. The XRP Fi and everything associated with Flare. Look at this. 4 years is comprised of oracles, F assets, XRP Fi, Flare smart accounts, FIP.16, and so much more. 4 years of Flare mainnet, guys. Meanwhile, look at this. Ripple is partnering with MasterCard, JP Morgan, OKX, and Ondo Finance to build the future of finance for both traditional and digital assets. Jack McDonald joins Grayscale to discuss Ripple's institutional strategy, real world adoption of RLUSD and XRP, and what is next, guys. And who is Jack McDonald? Let me share with you, the CEO, Standard Custody SVP, Stablecoins at Ripple. Let's check this video out, guys.
Everyone's talking about it here at the conference. I'd love to hear kind of any partnerships you have going on at Ripple. And I know you had a big announcement yesterday. If you would speak to that and maybe how you see the landscape now and where Ripple fits into that.
Sure. I mean, everything we do at Ripple is built around serving institutions and building institutional grade infrastructure to help move value. The Internet of Value is really our core mission and has been since day one. Yesterday, we talked about a partnership together with MasterCard, with JP Morgan, with Ondo Finance, where trades are settling on the XRP ledger. Very exciting. Last week, we had a big announcement on OKX specifically for our stablecoin RLUSD for both spot and derivatives trading, use of collateral, a number of different things we're doing with them. And so from a stablecoin perspective, we launched a little over a year, almost coming up on a year and a half. Very strong momentum, not only in market cap growth at $1.6 billion, but more importantly to us, the longer term utility that we're seeing. A lot of focus first on getting availability around all the major exchanges. We're basically everywhere we want to be. The market makers are there, the custodians are starting to support it more and more. And so now that we've got availability and infrastructure built, now it's really focusing on long-term use cases.
Okay, Grayscale, JP Morgan, Ondo Finance. I mean, there's so much happening for Ripple, guys. Look at this. Ripple proud to announce 25 recipients of the Ripple Effect Certified Veteran Employer Grants. So that is really great for the veterans. Meanwhile, we talked about Ondo, JP Morgan, XRP Ledger, and Ondo Finance, guys. This is a really great symbiosis, a really great combination. Let's check this out. Connecting institutional finance to tokenized real world assets. If you do not know about Ondo Finance, guys, it is really, really big on tokenization. Let's check this out. XRP Ledger, Ondo Finance. Ondo chose XRP Ledger, OUSG deployed on xrpl, institutional grade real world asset platform. Ripple supports launch liquidity, built for tokenized finance. That is great. Then we've got the RLUSD, which powers the OUSG. I mean, this is great. Mint anytime, redeem anytime, RLUSD settlement, instant on-chain transfers, real cross-border settlement, Ripple redeemed OUSG, asset settled on XRPL, MasterCard handled payment rails, Kinexys delivered bank settlement. Awesome, guys. It is built for large financial players, guys. We're talking about people, we're talking about qualified, mind you, purchaser access, which is compliance ready, credential based participation, and enterprise liquidity. Meanwhile, we're expanding the ecosystem with tokenized stocks, ETFs, future lending markets, single asset vaults. And why does this connection matter? This is the question that you might ask, and this is where the title of this video comes from. XRP Ledger moves tokenized assets. Number one. Number two, RLUSD settles transactions. Number three, Ondo tokenizes real-world assets. And number four, institutions gain 24/7 global access. This is what we're talking about, guys. And all in crypto, great post. NFA says 589 is not just a meme around XRP. XRP's first recording trading price equals 0.00589. Number two, XRP trademark 44589993. Real USD trademark starts with 985, Evernorth Holdings EHI 589. Is it a coincidence or is it built into the DNA? It is for you to basically give your take on that. I would like your opinions as well on that. Is it a coincidence or something else?
It's not only just being riddled about, it's ingrained into the DNA of XRP. So XRP debuted trading at 00589. Wow. The first publicly recorded trading price. That was obviously intentional, things considered, right? The trademark of XRP has 589 right in the middle of it. 4458993. And in fact, the serial number begins with 859, which is a scramble of 589. And you'll see a little more scrambling later, but I try to just keep it at 589.
Yep.
The trademark of real USD begins with 985.
Okay. I've seen this one.
Evernorth Holdings, the new treasury company for XRP, is called Evernorth Holdings Inc., which E is the fifth letter of the alphabet, H is the eighth, and I is the ninth. Prime brokerage firm Ripple acquired Hidden Road. Their address was 589 Fifth Avenue, but their office was also 589 because it was located on Fifth Avenue, 8th floor, and then New York 10017, which 1 plus 7 is 9. Bank of America, the Ripple partner, their address 589 Broadway. The SEC case settled on May 8, 2025, which May is 5/8, and then 2025 is 2 plus 5 is 9. Judge Torres ended the Ripple case 589 weeks after she assumed office. Everywhere. This one's crazy. David Schwartz was born 589 days before Elon Musk.
So, guys, what do you think about all these conspiracy theories, symbolisms, Flare network expansions? I'd really like your opinions. Do let the community know. And if you're interested in utility crypto content, do subscribe the channel and smash that notification icon. Until next time, stay blessed.